Waylon, tell everybody I'm wearing 18-month size clothes now. You ready to do our bedtime routine? Say I just went pee-pee on the potty and got a new diaper. And now it's time to get nice and tired. We are so lucky. So Daddy brought up this mini fridge from the basement for me. Mommy's gotta clean it. For my milk. My mommy is gonna put milk in here. My daddy brought it up for me. Say thanks, Daddy. Say thanks, Daddy. And when Waylon's bigger, he'll be able to go in here and get some snacks. We need a shelf for in here, don't we? We don't have no shelves in there.
Didn't come with one. I bought it used.
You bought it used? Okay.
That's how it came for me.
Waylon.
Did you say look at how dumb he looks?
No, like dumpy.
Dumpy. I thought you said look at how dumb he looks.
No, like dump truck. Like that big cloth diaper on him.
That's the thing, I don't know. Sometimes he just be making them noises.
Sometimes
he's got a shit.
Babe, tell everybody what you're cooking.
Cheese raviolis and meatballs in red sauce.
Last bite, buddy. Last bite. And then we're going to go potty because I think you're working on a poopy. Tell everyone I had 3 ounces of milk. My mommy pumped it fresh for me. I'm finishing up my sweet potatoes
a little bit longer to go.
with my big spoon. Check out my big spoon.
Baby.
Tell everybody all the stuff we got done today.
So much.
So much.
I mean, between demoing the rest of the old flagpole, hanging up the clock.
Hanging up the clock.
For the anniversary.
Yeah, our anniversary was April?
No, last year, I think.
Yeah, last April.
This year was cotton. Last year, I got you the clock. We built Waylon's little baby handrail. I brought the mini fridge up to the kitchen. We cleaned the house.
Super clean to the house.
You organized laundry. I did the floors. What else? I don't know. I vacuumed the pool table and stuff off. And changed out the Scentsy wax.
And we got ice cream and went to Home Depot twice, and you played a couple games of pool. I played a game of pool with you. Waylon learned how to stand up from a seated position. And I think he did 2 poopies on the potty today. He just drank 3 ounces of milk and had 2 ounces of sweet potatoes, puree.
Yeah, not a bad Saturday. I definitely don't feel like I wasted my Saturday.
No, me either.
I mean, from opening up the flagpole, getting rid of all the packaging, that 30-foot long cardboard tube.
Yeah. If people on our YouTube don't know, we had some guy that was like high on drugs or drunk or something, like late at night one night at 2 a.m., like in March? No. Yeah, in March. March 28th.
Was it March?
It was March 25th or 28th. He drove across our lawn and smashed into our flagpole.
Missed my work van
by like 2 inches.
But you could not walk between the two vehicles. And the craziest thing was, this happened on a Saturday, well, technically a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
At like 3 a.m. or something, 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And Friday morning, I just got my van back from the dealership. And
from getting it fixed.
So a day and a half later, this guy smashes into the flagpole. And luckily, the old flagpole was from the 50s. So it was made out of Schedule 40 galvanized steel pipe, which is
very thick.
Very thick, especially when you put one inside of another.
Yeah, there was 2 of them in there.
That's how it was made. And it stopped this Nissan Altima in like a foot. It was crazy. Saved my work van. It would have been totaled.
I'll try to insert some pictures at the end of this clip for you guys to see what it looked like when he smashed into it. Waylon, you watching the kitty cats eat a little snack? Here, wipe your mouth. Wipe your mouth. Potty time. I think Waylon's got to do poopies. And then, yep, trying to do something. And then we'll go to the big bed. On the weekends, we sleep in the big bed because Zach has to wake up at 4 a.m. during the week. And I don't want his alarms to wake me and Waylon up. And I don't want me and Waylon to wake him up because he has to drive an hour and a half every day to a copper mine, and he does industrial, commercial, like HVAC work, and sometimes he works at heights and on like high voltage stuff and like corrosive stuff and like really dangerous stuff, and I don't want him falling asleep on the drive there or home or at work. So I don't want his sleep to be compromised because of the baby. So during the week, me and Waylon sleep in the nursery, and then Friday nights and Saturday nights we sleep in the big bed. And now on Sunday nights we sleep in the big bed because on Mondays Zach has off because he works 4/10s now instead of 5/8s. So there's that. But I don't want Waylon to get used to sleeping in our bed because I want to draw that boundary early, that he has his own bed and we have our bed. But for right now, until he's like walking or until he can sleep through the night more, I don't mind him sleeping in our bed. But Waylon, you ready? What's this? Do you want this bottle or juice? Does it help your tummy feel better? It's just 1 ounce of pineapple juice, some gas drops, gripe water, and a little bit of constipation ease, which is just concentrated prune juice. I'm considering taking the baby food back from the daycare that I sent. I sent banana, whole grain Cheerio, and flax meal, thinking that the flax meal would have enough fiber to get it to come through him, but I think the whole grains from the Cheerios are too harsh on his stomach. And he's been having constipation on the days that they have fed him that. Today, I'm not sure what's giving him the constipation. Maybe it was the flax on the banana. I don't know. Waylon. I put on a nature documentary. Where you going, bud? See, Mama, I'm going. Waylon, what's your daddy out there doing? See, my daddy's helping that RV and that trailer that jackknifed on our street. My daddy's gonna help him. And then we'll go to bed. See, my daddy's gonna help him and then we'll go to bed, okay? I just got done pumping. I got 2.5 ounces because I just finished pumping like an hour ago, I think, maybe. I fed Waylon 3 ounces. And then I gave him 2 ounces of baby food. And then 1.5 ounces of juice with, maybe just 1 ounce of juice with like some gripe water and stuff in it. You okay, buddy? But I'm gonna try to calm him down and get him to sleep. Oh, he probably has to go potty. Okay, one of our cats ran out the front door when Zach tried to come back in the house and saw the police lights and freaked out and ran and hid in the garage. Oh my gosh. I didn't know he was in the garage. Kofa baby, you okay? You okay, Kofa baby? All better. He's all better. He's okay. So I was in the middle of doing a diaper change with Waylon, and Zach comes in the house and he's like, Kofa baby darted out of the house. So I ran around the front yard and backyard and looked for him, and one time he got out of the house, he was in the garage, so I went to the garage and I closed the door behind me and I started calling him and I heard his little bell jingling. Luckily there was a cat carrier in there, so I figured I might as well use the cat carrier to get him back in the house because I don't want him to freak out again for the police lights and run out of the house, run out of my arms and hurt me. God.
Well, sir, you're off the road, and now I'm just blocking a lane, so I'm going to let you be. Thanks, guys. Good luck.
Now there's an RV in our yard, apparently. Zach's over there with the baby and the flashing lights. So it's going to stimulate him and keep him awake. So it's going to take me a while to get him to sleep tonight. This is not our usual bedtime routine. So, there's that. I'm just going to let Waylon get all his wiggles out in the bassinet until he's calm enough to try to drink some milk and go to bed. Apparently what happened is this guy's RV was like low on gas, and since he was on a hill, because our corner is like on a hill right there, the gas was in like the wrong part of the tank, so it like ran out of gas basically and shut off, and he jackknifed his trailer. Zach went out there to help him unhook the trailer. He had to get him some tools. And that's when the cat went outside, when Zach came in to get, I'm guessing, your van keys for your work van. Is that what happened, babe? You came in to get your van keys?
What?
You came in to get your van keys, and that's when Kovu ran out?
Yeah, as soon as I opened the door.
Okay, and then he unhooked the trailer and rolled the trailer back into the curb on our street, and then the RV, he rolled it back into the curb in front of our house and got it off the main road, so the cop left. And that's it. And now we're trying to calm down. Hey, Mr. Nibbles. This is Mr. Nibbles.
Mr. Nibbles.
This is Bagheera.
No, it's not Mr. Nibbles. It's Mr. Nibbles.
His official name is Mr. Nibbles.
Mr. Nibbles.
Is he biting your hand?
No.
Okay.
It's just mashing it. Mr. Nibbles.
His name is Mr. Nibbles because when he gets excited, he nibbles on your hand. When I adopted him from the shelter, they had his name as Romeo, and I was like, that's dumb. And so I named him Mr. Nibbles. And this is Bagheera. I adopted him at the same time as Mr. Nibbles. When I went into the room full of cats, there was like 40,000 cats in one room. Bagheera came right up to me and was purring and rubbing against me like this. And so did Mr. Nibbles. And I was like, you know what? If they act this calm, cool, and collected around all these other cats, they'll do just fine at home with my other cats. Waylon, are you almost ready yet, bud?
They're telling how you end up with Bates and Coco.
I went to PetSmart to pick up cat food for Max and Rags and Bagheera and Mr. Nibbles, and they had 2 kittens for adoption at PetSmart, and they were Binks and Kovu, and I told them that if they gave me a 2-for-1 deal that I would keep the brothers together, a military special, and they said yes. And so instead of charging me $60 for each kitten, they charged me $60 for 2 kittens, but I tipped them, or I donated $60, so I paid the same amount. But they gave me the military discount on one of the kittens. And that's how I got Binks and Kovu. And their name was Axel and... what was the other name?
Wrong. Now what happened with Nico?
With Nico, somebody said, hey, I found 2 kittens. Do you have any cat litter and cat food I could borrow until I can get them rehomed? And I said, sure, come over and get it. And then I said, but also bring the kittens with you just in case, just so I can see them. And she brought both kittens, and she was like, well, I'm trying to find a home for this kitten. And I was like, oh, well, I'll take him. And that's where Nico came from. And now we have 7, and this is all before Zach even moved in with me. We met in high school, but it's before we started dating. I collected 7 cats. So he started dating me, and I already had 7 cats. So he already knew before he moved in. Bagheera, say goodnight. Bagheera, no one can see you. Say goodnight. Mr. Nibbles.